Yeah, I'm wondering.
It's staggering. We're talking
how many fish do you suppose this will save?
Thousands of fish.
Thousands?
Not hundreds, but thousands.
And there's so many little fingerlings and fry that this will save that aren't even included in the counts generally.
So that's what we're doing, saving fish.
Saving fish.
Yeah, I don't know what our study showed, but we were losing a tremendous amount of fish in the green ditch, and the Holmes Ditch being a bigger ditch, we definitely felt the need for at least these two ditches in the valley to be protected from fish loss.
How long's it been going on?
We started it probably about 6 months ago. Once this project is completed, we should have no fish loss in our irrigation ditches. Those two main feeder ditches to the valley.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to run out the new Holmes Ditch Project, which we've been kind of filming and taking pictures of ever since its inception, is just about done. I'm going to interview the engineer, and her name is Suzanne, so we'll look forward to that.
We just started the system up.
Yeah!
So my name's Suzanne Huhta, and
hi, Suzanne.
We're here at Holmes Ditch, where we've put in a fish screen. The purpose of the fish screen is to keep fish that would naturally be in the Wind River here, but accidentally get diverted when irrigators are using their water down into the ditch, and often those fish don't return to their natural habitat. So what a fish screen does, it works exactly like a screen door at your house.
Okay.
So instead of allowing bugs to come into your house, it keeps them outside. The same thing with a fish screen. So it's going to keep fish out of the irrigation canal and in their natural habitat.
All right, let's imagine I'm a fish.
Okay, you are a fish.
Okay, I'm a fish, and I'm cruising around maybe up here a ways, and then somehow I wind up in the ditch here.
So what happens?
Yeah, what
I'm
happens?
going to lead you through this.
Okay.
You wind up in the ditch. You come down here. You get to said fish screen.
Okay.
And we have two things going on here.
Okay.
We have a velocity that's moving you towards a bypass pipe, which you can see the top of right here.
Yep.
And you probably, a little bit to your chagrin, are going to go through that pipe.
Okay.
And the pipe is going to route you back to the Wind River.
And the pipe is just right over here below us, right?
Behind the trunk there. So one thing that I'll tell you about the bypass pipe is it's located in such a way that we actually want to put you, the fish, out into moving water.
Okay.
Because we don't want predators hanging out. So we want water that's moving fast enough that you're going to be a little disoriented, and so that's a little unfortunate.
Right.
But we want you moving so that we can't have fish sitting there ready to eat you.
Okay.
So that's why we have it in moving water.
Okay.
So the other thing you should know about the fish screen is we've made the velocities in such a way that you're not going to get pushed up against that screen and stuck to it.
Okay.
You're going to get moved along to that bypass pipe.
Okay.
Unlike the screen door at your house, where a bug might fly in, water has a lot of debris in it.
Sure.
And we have to keep the holes on this fish screen very small. So the holes on this particular screen are 1/4 inch.
Okay.
So as you can imagine, debris gets stuck on those screens and they clog up, and irrigators don't get their water. But
I imagine that gets clogged up rather frequently.
It certainly
especially
does,
this time of year.
Especially in spring runoff. Spring runoff's probably going to be your worst time. Sometimes fall, when you get your falling leaves, is another time. Pretty hard on the irrigators.
Sure.
So one of the really more important parts of the fish screen is coming out with a method to keep it clean, to make sure that water is going through the screen and irrigators have no delay in getting their water.
Okay.
And to do that, in this case, we've used what we call a brush system. So it just goes back and forth, and between scraping on the screen and between the eddies, it moves any debris that's in the water down into the bypass pipe along with the fish. We have these tabs, is sort of all we've been calling them.
Right.
And the brushes move up on the tabs, and that allows the debris to go past the brush and move down to the next brush.
Okay.
So we keep moving it along on this system.
Okay.
So that's what those are for.
Nice.
And the way we're driving our system is we're using a paddle wheel, which is hooked up to a drive system and a chain system, and that just keeps it all moving, which is attached to a drive shaft.
Okay.
And we have a few little joints here just so we can accommodate the bend, but there's nothing really special about that.
Okay.
And all it's doing is turning some sprockets and gears.
Yeah.
And we just have this little guy here, and all it's doing is pushing our brush system.
Awesome.
And there you go. That's a fish screen 101.
Now you're the designer of this, aren't you?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. What's your company?
I'm with One Fish Engineering, and
Okay.
we're out of Fort Collins.
Awesome. And how many of these babies have we done so far?
As One Fish Engineering, we have done 3 screens so far.
And is this particular fish screen more advanced than any that you've built before, or is this pretty average?
This is a pretty standard design.
Okay.
This design has an advantage for this site,
Right.
in that it can accommodate fluctuating water levels. Some screens cannot accommodate that.
Okay.
In the realm of fish screen costs,
Yep.
it's kind of smack dab in the middle. This one we were able to, as I said, power with a paddle wheel, so there'll be no costs throughout the years. Even when your water's moving slowly, there's enough water that you can get so much force that paddle wheels are a great way to monopolize on that. So we've got so much torque going right now. But what you'll notice is by the screens there are a lot of eddies that go on.
Sure.
And actually, that's really good, because what we want is for those eddies to move the debris up and into the current that's going into the bypass pipe.
Neil, I understand that you're involved with the land situation, the water situation, getting this thing approved, and how'd that work?
We had 100% affirmative vote from the ditch users,
Awesome.
so that's a good thing. I like it. I think
Yeah.
it's a great thing. Wonderful conservation measure, and it's also a great way to regulate our water.
Looks like they opened up the head gate.
It's ripping.
Ripping.
I think that's about as much water as they're going to get, or as much as they want. It's a beautiful head gate.
That's probably what sold this project.
As much as anything is this head gate. We've got to thank the Wyoming Wildlife Natural Resources Heritage Fund, Trout Unlimited, Wyoming Game and Fish, fabricated locally with Jim's Welding, who is just an absolutely incredible. Roger Leesburg did the dirt work for us. He
Yeah.
needs kudos also. Oh, Shoshone National Forest.
Okay.
Dogs.
Yeah.
All the dogs donors.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Awesome.